Welcome to Scumbags of the Internet, the feature where I find some person being complete garbage online and expose them to you for your amusement. Sometimes they're a celebrity, sometimes they're just some nobody. This time, they're a nobody who wants to be somebody, and they've decided that the quickest way to do that is to just steal someone else's content. My content, to be exact. Say hello to Rachel, a self-acclaimed entertainment critic. I'm too fucking nice for my own good. Rachel clearly isn't the usual innocent civilian I try and protect in many of my videos. She wants to be famous, and she's stolen from me, and I'm still blurring her face and last name and turning off comments so some asshole can't try and dox her here or post personal links. Rachel wrote for The Odyssey as recently as July. Her last article was posted on July 14th of this year. It was titled, Etsy, Saving People from Themselves Since 2015. Huh, that sounds familiar. I wonder why that is. Oh, maybe because I did a dose titled Etsy, Saving Morons from Themselves Since 2015 on June 28th, more than 2 weeks before her article. Well, maybe it's a coincidence, so let's just have a look-see at the post. I'm having some serious fucking deja vu here. In the wild, the slowest gazelle, or the one that's too stupid to run, gets eaten by lions, and only the fastest, smartest gazelles live to breed. This is the most basic idea of Darwinism, the idea that the smartest, strongest, fastest of a species lives, and the rest die, theoretically allowing that species to improve and evolve incrementally since only the best are breeding. At some point, humans said, "Fuck this idea," and decided that we should do everything we can to keep everyone alive, regardless of how stupid or useless they are. She's completely ripped it off, almost word for word, removing any swearing and shortening it so that it reaches this 500-word limit that they gotta make. Someone really naive could say, but Buckley, couldn't it still just be a coincidence? Sure, someone, 2 weeks later, could have independently reached this same conclusion and coincidentally wrote what I said word for word about the same topic. I could almost believe that, if she hadn't done this 9 times before. That's right, 9 times plus this one makes an even 10. She stole my Apple and exclusivity and music rant, my JFK preview video for things famous dead people said and why they were wrong, my Drake Bell versus Caitlyn Jenner versus society rant, just remove the society part, my can't graduate, just sue dose, the Fox News versus alternative media one, she just switched them around, her 6 ridiculous responses to Zayn leaving 1D is my Buckley reads tweets One Direction edition, where she butchers my opening joke. Okay, look, I know I tell some jokes and say some funny stuff while I talk about things sometimes, but I need to take a moment to be serious. This week, a major disaster took place that affected the lives of a large number of people. The German airliner that crashed into the French Alps and killed 150 people? No, you fucking idiot, I said something major. Zayn left One Direction! She leaves out the plane crash part. Too dark to steal for you, Rachel? And she's even ripped off 2 musical autopsies. This was in her less lazy period when she decided to sort of try to come up with new titles for it based on a point I made within the video. In this case, Rihanna's Bitch Better Have My Money, and Beyoncé's 7-Eleven, where she also butchers my seizure joke by trying to make it work in written form. It doesn't. Hence why I filmed myself pretending to seizure while the song played for the video. She also took chunks from my dubstep video, my 6th most viewed video and my only million-view video that's not a 10 worst songs list. Let's just take a trip down memory lane and see what matches up here. Ask someone about dubstep and they've usually got a strong opinion one way or another. It's like Nickelback. People either love it or they hate it, and mostly just because it's trendy to have an opinion either way, like being indifferent to it makes you more of an outcast than liking or hating it. In fact, Click on any popular dubstep song on YouTube, and the comments section will just be a fight between a bunch of stupid little shits either hating it like it's the worst thing to ever happen to music, or defending it as though it's their child. Find someone that doesn't know much or anything for that matter about dubstep, and play these 5 songs for them. Delta 9, Speaker Worship, and let's say Skrillex, Scary Monsters and Nice Sprites. Tell them to name the dubstep song. For bonus points, do this in front of a self-professed dubstep fan and watch their face drop when they pick anything but the Skrillex song. Or they say, "You mean only one of them's dubstep?" She even uses 2 of the same examples except fucks it up and says the Skrillex one wasn't the dubstep song. Speaker Worship was a gabber/rotter trance track. The Skrillex one is the dubstep song. And I don't want to hear about fucking bro step, so maybe it's an extra bonus turning the comments off this week. Anyway, let's see a couple other examples of my work as if it were typed out, watered down, and poorly edited by some stupid bitch. Let's take a moment to imagine what it would have been like had Twitter existed when John F. Kennedy was assassinated. RIP JFK would be the number 2 trend, with Beatles Please Come to USA just above it. People that liked Kennedy would be telling us how sad they are in 140 characters or less, with their very next tweet being something like, "Going to the sock hop with my girls tonight. Eee!" You're not smarter than anyone because of where you choose to get your news from. You're potentially not more well informed. You're just feeding your own biases, no matter what. And that's fine, that's perfectly human to want to just enjoy the things you agree with. But those things don't actually make you smarter. Think they do? Then you're a fucking delusional moron. They're stupid, you're stupid, we're all fucking idiots just smiling and nodding at whatever side we've chosen to believe. If your parents ever told you that you can be whatever you want to be when you grow up, they lied. It's a nice thing to say to a kid because the alternative is to tell them right off the bat that they might as well just give up and not try. But somewhere between ambition and crushing defeatism lies the happy medium we call reality. And when reality isn't good enough, you can just sue. Whatever, Buckley, you should be flattered that she likes your work so much, and besides, what harm is it doing you? Well, for starters, it's not flattering when people steal from you. I'm sure I've said this in a video before, but if I haven't, imitation isn't the sincerest form of flattery, it's the laziest form of creation. And what harm is it doing me? I spend an hour writing a script, sometimes more. Then I record and edit the audio. Then I create the stupid little slides because it's YouTube and people want something to watch while they listen to me. Plus it gives me a chance to sneak in a few more jokes or source info without adding unnecessary length to the video. The whole process can take 3 to 5 hours depending on the video for 5 to 8 minutes of content. Then some little cunt comes along and rips it off in 10 minutes? And there are ads on each article, which suggests that someone is making money off my work, which you can better fucking believe pisses me off. She calls herself a self-acclaimed entertainment critic. She's a fucking thief. I have an insightful mind and good writing skills. You have no insight, you have my insight, and you have no writing skills. She's as much a writer as someone who uses tracing paper to draw their favorite cartoon character as an artist. She says, I have an active, open mind that serves me well as a writer and a person. You're a garbage writer and a garbage person. Can I do anything about it? Probably not. Maybe I can get the articles removed, but to sue for copyright infringement and any remuneration, I'd need to get a lawyer. Oh, hey, just so happens she wants to be one. My ultimate goal is to become the next Judge Judy. What, you mean by getting 2 people to say exactly what the plaintiff and defendant said in an episode while you repeat everything Judge Judy said? Maybe you can send them $5 for a transcript so you at least don't have to type it out this time. And apparently in pre-law, they don't tell you about plagiarism and copyright. I plan on surviving law school. You mean you plan on cheating your way through it? If she's stealing shit like this, how much do you want to bet she's just copying papers and essays and handing them in as her own work? You're really good at typing what other people are saying. Maybe you should forget becoming a lawyer and apply to be a court stenographer. The only solace I can take from any of this is that she already no longer writes for the Odyssey. She either quit while she was ahead, Or maybe someone else called her out for stealing their work, and she got shown the digital door. And someday, she'll get caught ripping someone else's work off, and end up kicked out of school, or fired if she somehow graduates and cons her way into a job that she won't be capable of doing, because she's never done any actual real fucking work of her own. And we know she watches my work, so... Hi, Rachel! Thank you for becoming today's scumbag of the internet and actually doing one thing well. Showing us all that no matter what we do in life, we'll always be better than you are. Oh, and also, enjoy whatever money you made off my work. Seriously, enjoy anything you've bought with it. Because whatever you bought is basically mine. And I just want to make sure that my possessions are bringing someone happiness.